Welcome to a walkthrough of A Wearable World, your guide to the post-smartphone future powered by AI, AR, and spatial computing. This is a mini book written by myself, Lily Snyder, and Kathy Hackle. When we set out to write this book, it was in anticipation of Apple releasing their mixed reality headset. We weren't sure what exactly it would look like or what it would be called. It turns out it's Vision Pro, but we did know that we had to write about the implications of what a wearable by Apple would mean. Of course, we couldn't just write about Apple. We had over a decade of experience combined in this immersive reality space. From my time in a VR startup and Kathy's time at Magic Leap and all our experiences after that, we have an idea of what a wearable world will look like. This isn't just adding another device to our collection of watches, tablets, laptops, and cell phones. This is a post-smartphone future and what that could mean. This book is influenced by what we've seen at CES and AWE, advances in wearables like hologram and screenless projections by companies like Humane. It's influenced by artificial intelligence, because what is a wearable if it's not connected and can actually help us? I have been influenced by author Amy Webb and another AR guru in the space, Helen Papagiannis. She's an OG, and her book, Augmented Human, changed the way I think about augmented reality with her idea of breaking through the glass. So with that, let me walk you through A Wearable World and what it looks like. So we published this mini book as a website, but if you scroll down, you can see the table of contents. You can either click Start Here, which will take you right to the introduction, or you can click on a specific chapter or section and it will take you to that spot in the book. So I will click Start Here. Oh, actually, pause. Let me back up. Let me walk you through the chapters, because I know we're all busy and sometimes we like to skip around. I, of course, encourage you to read it from start to finish, but it's all right to move around the book too. So chapter 1, we introduce the future of AR glasses. Of course, Apple releasing their Vision Pro. It's not completely an AR glasses that you would wear. It's much more of a mixed reality headset, but that is okay. We all have to start somewhere. So in this chapter, I introduce you to a possible idea of what a post-smartphone world with glasses would look like, with a little fictional story. And then we dive into augmented reality and the implications of an Apple mixed reality device, and if that's good enough to kick this market forward. And based off the hype of yesterday, I hope that's true. Next, we move to chapter 2. Hardware is the hard part, because we can't get down to a lightweight, easy to carry around, powered all day pair of glasses without the hardware. So I talk a bit about what are the different pieces of hardware that go into making glasses, where we are now, and what we're looking for in the future. So this is from the material of glasses itself, size of batteries, and the chips that we need to power the device. Next, we go to chapter 3. Could AR and AI make our lives better? This chapter is important to Kathy and myself because it's, yes, a whole chapter focused on artificial intelligence. Apple is more than just the Vision Pro. If you listen to the keynote, From this year, they say machine learning a whole bunch. And machine learning is a type of AI. And how much of their machine learning is real machine learning versus artificial intelligence, integrations with Siri, we'll have to see as they make those updates live for all of us. So glasses and AI go together in Kathy and mine's mind. And so that's what you'll read about here in chapter 3, all about AI. What does it mean? What does it mean in the real world? All right, next chapter is chapter 4. I thought this one was fun. It's called The World is Our Canvas. One of the things that made us excited about Apple's Vision Pro is Apple and creativity go together in our minds. So what does it mean when the world becomes something that we can make into art with our AR glasses? And what does that art look like? I talk about here something that I saw by Susan Oslin called Concrete Oasis. It's an augmented reality location-based experience. You can read about that here in chapter 4. And spatial content discovery, how do we do that? Talks about geopose and location-based markers. Chapter 5 is the printing press of the future. Will we still read when we have AR glasses? What does it mean for books to go digital in a post-smartphone world? Chapter 6 is The World is a Runway. If you know Kathy, you know she loves fashion and how digital elements make fashion even more exciting and beautiful. So in this chapter, we talk about what does virtual fashion look like in a post-smartphone world. I start off with another fictional story, and then we end with quotes and interviews that Tim Cook and Apple have given over the years about augmented reality and fashion. It turned out pretty interesting. Next, we have chapter 7, Connected Everything. What does it look like when everything is connected? How will that work? Let's talk about virtual air rights. Does just anyone have the right to create augmented effects over your house or your store? How do you protect yourself in a completely augmented world? And our last chapter is chapter 8, Don't Fear the Future. It is definitely easy to go into a wearable world with a dystopian mindset. That's what a lot of movies and books we've read just depict, going into complete immersion and digital ads everywhere. You can't walk around, AI tracking you. And while, yes, the future can go dark, it can also be beautiful. And we are optimistic about it, which is why in chapter 8, we discuss some of the pitfalls to avoid, what we all need to do as consumers and as people working in these spaces to avoid the nightmare so that we can create a beautiful reality. Finally, you have an epilogue, and we list all the references of people who we've quoted and articles we've read, so you can follow up with that on your own. And we have a tiny glossary at the end. If you read anything that you don't understand in the book, if you have any comments, please, I would love to hear them, Kathy too. So feel free to message me on LinkedIn, me or Kathy, comment on our post, share the book. I'm really excited about it, and I hope you are too. So go to awearableworld.com and enjoy.